Greetings one and all. Welcome back to my kitchen here today, where I'm going to be making absolute Aussie classic. I'm going to be making Oysters Kilpatrick, and man, this is another one of these recipes. It's a bit retro, but I can't wait. I can't wait to make them. So, I mean, you've got to like oysters, but if you don't like that real sort of fresh taste of oysters, this might be the recipe for you as well. And I have to admit, I didn't eat Oysters Kilpatrick for years and years and years because, you know, my father lives right near an oyster farm and he's always got fresh oysters on tap, and it seemed a bit, we just sort of had this, I don't know, snobbery really, I guess you call it, that you had to eat oysters fresh, just maybe with a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of cracked pepper, but nothing else. You definitely didn't cook them. But just lately I've been having a hankering to back to when I was younger, and I used to love this dish, so I thought I'm going to make them. So let's get on with it. Now, Oysters Kilpatrick, it can be a little bit controversial, the recipe. I guess the basics that you have to have that are compulsory are three things only, and that's your oysters. And I've got these beautiful, absolutely, they were just freshly shucked this morning, Coffin Bay oysters from South Australia, and they just look fantastic. And the other essential is you've got to have some Worcestershire sauce, and you've got to have bacon. So the first thing I'm going to do is just dice up my bacon, get rid of the rind. Alrighty, once I've diced my bacon up here, I'm just going to give it a bit of a pre-cook, crisp it up a little bit in my fry pan. The reason for that being is, I guess we want some crispy bacon on top of the oysters, but I don't want to cook the oysters for too long. I just want them pretty quick under the grill, and under the grill the bacon can take a little while to crisp up and it might overcook the oysters. So just going to give them a bit of a head start by crisping up the bacon first a little bit. Alrighty, so I've crisped up that bacon. By the way, that was about 3 rashers of bacon, which sounds like a lot, but it cooks down a fair bit. So next thing, I'm just going to add the other main flavourings to our Oysters Kilpatrick. So like I said, you can just do it with Worcestershire sauce, nothing else, but this is my recipe, and I'm also going to put in just some tomato sauce. And I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons tomato sauce. So I'm just putting in this little container here just to mix up. Now, whatever tomato sauce you use, double your Worcestershire sauce. So I want 4. 1. And I might be making too much here. We'll see how we go. But this is the ratios more than anything, which is the most important. So 4 Worcestershire. Now the other little extra I'm going to add to mine is some Tabasco, and just a couple of drops of that. Not too heavy on that. And one more ingredient I add to mine, and it's not really traditional, is I've got a little bit of this liquid smoke. Now, I've said before, a little bit of this goes a long way. So we really only want a couple of drops, and then we'll mix it in and taste it. It's a bit like salt, so yeah, I've just got the minimum amount there. It's a bit like salt in so much as you're better off to add a little tiny bit, mix it, taste it, add more if you need it, because once you put too much in, you can't take it out again. So just stir that up. Give it a taste. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Alrighty, time to assemble this dish. As yeah, it's a very simple dish, obviously, guys. So I've got this sauce here. Like I say, I don't know if I'll need all of it, and I'll just show you some of these oysters have got really sort of steep bottoms, and when you sit them they set sort of down sideways like that. So for some of them I've put a little bed of just really cheap table salt so that they'd sit upright, and that's just gonna help our sauce stay inside them. So to that end, I'm just going to put a drizzle of our sauce in each one. I haven't got too much left, so it's not too bad. Now I'll get my teaspoon, grab my crispy bacon bits, and we'll just top each one of those with some bacon. Alrighty guys, now all I'm going to do now is get my top down griller up to its highest heat, and I'm just going to, or broiler if you want to call it that, and just whack these under that top down heat just for not too long, maybe about a minute or 2 minutes. Alrighty, so I've got my Oysters Kilpatrick here, ready to go. As you saw, all I've done to finish them off is I just sprinkled a little bit of garlic chives over the top of them. That's not really traditional either, but like I say, this is my version. So what you sort of got to do is you initially use your fork to get that oyster out and get some of that bacon and sauce on it. And then with the rest of it, you kind of just slurp it up out of the shell. And as simple as that is, that, my friends, is a dish fit for a king. So I'm going to sit down and eat the rest of these while they're still hot. Thanks for watching. Thanks to those who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. I know I say it every time, but I do really appreciate it. If you can do any other things, like, you know, maybe share the video, give it a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that as well. And if you haven't subscribed yet, yeah, can I ask you hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. If you don't want to, no worries. And I will see you all next time.